Okay, new advertisement page. Um, and yeah, we'll start with chapter 20 of I Only Make Bad Movies. 我只会拍烂片. So we'll go over chapter 20. Chapter 19 was quite exciting, and it really is a beginning of many things. Well, because we're going to start to see some action. I'm going to pick and choose which I think are the more actionable parts, but let's take a look. 第20章公司成立了，然后又被举报了. So we started a company, and then it was reported. Curious to see what the comments say actually. So let's pull that up. Sunglang, Uncle Policeman, hello. I'm here again as a guest. Doing this in reality feels like social death. All I can say is deserved. Sunglang, Master of Study Success. And then some other comments. In the dormitory, the three of them looked at Sunglang with different expressions. For some reason, my heart is like 1,000 grass and mud horses rolling past, and the thieves and chicken are all messy. Silence. The deadly silence echoed in the dormitory again. Brother Long, will this company name be beaten? The silly monkey lit a cigarette and exhaled a smoke ring and looked into the distance again, as if I saw a sad future. I think maybe, isn't it too arrogant? The yellow-haired Du Jiang took a deep breath. His expression was tangled for a while, and his eyebrows were almost tangled together. When I think of the future movie release, there will be such a wave of such awesome company names first. This picture, it's shocking. The King of Heaven, Guo Ceng, remained silent. I don't know what to say for a while. I just looked at Sung Long with his back to them. Actually, this is a beautiful misunderstanding, but isn't the name good? He was awe-inspiring at first glance, and when he sends NBD with his English name, at first glance it is the name of a tall commercial brand. Follow-up, he can become a benchmark for a company, and every one of our films is advancing with these three-word benchmarks. Even, it sounds deafening. Sung Long turned his head slightly and watched the three Tangled brothers push back. He pushed his glasses and spoke with a serious voice to his bones. Also, what era is this era? This is a popular and well-known era. If we want to start a business succeed, we can only find another way. Take a slanted sword and make a fuss about every detail. After all, we're just small people for the time being. Do you understand? Sung Long talks seriously about theories such as small people's entrepreneurship success. How do we succeed? And we must succeed. To be bluntly, thousands of experiences. Um, I don't know if there's this entrepreneurial novel, but there was an entrepreneurial novel that said all entrepreneurial stories and self-help books, besides, monetary gain, selling books to make money, um, doesn't necessarily promote success, but is rather just the story, autobiography of one person's success. It just evolved to change a name, right? That's basically what all these entrepreneurial success stories are. They're basically just autobiographies telling them how they made their wealth. You may find some value in it, but I can't imagine a lot of businessmen would read about the lives of another person unless it's, just for gossip, I guess. Maybe there is. I bet you there are very smart, successful people out there that can explain themselves very well. But someone once described them as autobiographies, and I thought that was a unique way to look at it. Right? All these business seminars and business classes, with the exception of maybe even MBAs. I'm not sure though. MBAs is more like professional knowledge, but maybe I have too much trust in institutions. The chest or PMPs. The chest is made of bamboo and the belly has a plan. Brother Long, we understand. Brother Long, just this name. The three of them opened their mouths unconsciously shocked. Although there are many theories in their own Longo's works that they can't understand, but I don't know why. But when they thought of what Brother Long said was very reasonable, it was as if they were enlightened, and they too suddenly became enlightened. Then, their knees were so soft that they almost knelt down. Looking at the expression of the three brothers, Song Long looked up at the window again, 45 degrees, with inexplicable vicissitudes. Perhaps in the future he will remember that afternoon in the registration unit for the rest of his life. Then, that's how the powerful film company came into being. Time and life. Life is not only the stubbornness in front of you, but also the scruples in the distance. April 20 in the morning. Wang Jingguo stared blankly at the four people carrying a pile of things to his warehouse, and then looked at himself sincerely, like it was as if he saw prey. Then Wang Jingguo, who was holding the key, couldn't help shaking his hand, and for some reason his chrysanthemum tightened. Um, for those of you who don't know, chrysanthemum um, is a Chinese word to describe one's one's butt, because In crude terms, the it is described to be looking like a chrysanthemum flower. And that's all I'll say on the topic. We're not going to go too much into detail on that. What are you going to do? Old Wong, we plan to temporarily borrow your warehouse as the starting point of our company. Under the morning sun, he saw Sung Lang, who was wearing glasses, pushed his black-rimmed glasses again, with a smile appearing on the corner of his mouth. Under the gentle, elegant, and easygoing temperament, Wang Jingguo seems to have seen a beast that eats people and does not spit out bones. Our company doesn't have a house. It's not just established. Wang Jingguo only felt that his throat was extremely dry, and when it was dry, he finally said this sentence. I didn't have it before, but now I have it. The company is indeed just established, but what does it matter? A good meal is not afraid of being late, and the fragrance of wine is not afraid of being deep. The gentle, elegant, and casual Song Long's smile became brighter and brighter. Wang Jingguo's throat moved again, but he couldn't hold back any words. After so many ups and downs in the mall, he had been proud. He worked hard and failed in honor. But I never dreamed that one day I would kneel like this. Pharaoh, don't slam the door. Open the door. There are a lot of things. It's very tiring. It's good. Wang Jingguo didn't even know how to say this good word, and even one word was full of endless sadness. He suddenly felt that his future might be really slim. Pharaoh, help us hang up the company brand. Okay, this name you are, hang it up. Wang Jingguo stared blankly at the Great Film Company sign hanging on the warehouse. The sadness in my heart suddenly worsened. Bitter. He suddenly wanted to go back on it, but when he thought about the contract in the future, he could only grit his teeth. After hanging up the sign, Wang Jingguo walked into the warehouse. After seeing Sung Long starting to direct his brothers to work, Wang Jingguo looked around blankly. This guy, it shouldn't be marketing, right? Should? Is it a serious movie? Unconsciously? He panicked. The warehouse is finished. The excess clothes and pants were neatly folded, right? You can almost imagine them in the racks. The old-fashioned conference table was also carried into the center of the warehouse. The broken glass of the windows on both sides were wrapped in cloth. With not too bright light, I'm announcing our amazing film company is today on April 20th. It's officially established. Why April 20th? Why it's 420, of course. In all honesty, I don't know. Well, let's see the date on which this was published, actually. It's a weird date. Maybe it's feng shui. Feng shui. There were no firecracker blessings, right? So you'd light up firecrackers to signify the opening of a new business. It's supposed to be auspicious, right? Bring good fortune and luck. And then usually you'd go to your neighbors, or your neighbors' businesses would bring small gifts, right, to commemorate a new opening, the opening of a new store. And then, you'd share in wheel and woe, right? If the street is popular, right, then you get more customers. And if there's not a lot of customers, then, you guys are going against the authorities. Because, your neighbors, as long as you guys aren't in the same industry or business, are going to be relying on one another, right? We're only human after all, so we rely on human connections. No media blessings, only Thin Monkey and Dujiang took a video with the camera, with a mobile phone video. In the video, Sanglang, who wears glasses, is sitting in the main seat with a confident smile. His eyes are deep and serious. Wang Jingguo, Wang Jingguo, who is assigned to the costume group in the corner, also smiled. Let me actually see how his name is pronounced. No, that's not it. 叫 Wang Jingguo. Mm-hmm. Wang Jingguo. Okay, I did say it right. Just a little bit of thing. So Wang meaning it just means usually means master or king, right? Da Wang. Jing meaning goal, and then Guo meaning country. I don't think it's gonna be anything significant, but it just goes for pronunciation. In this situation, he suddenly had an indescribable feeling. Or Wang Jingguo, who is assigned to the costume group in the corner, also smiled. But for some strange reason, this smile revealed a hint of bitterness that he wanted to cry. In this situation, he suddenly had an indescribable feeling, and his mind was full of thoughts of wanting to call the police. After all, this situation is really like an illegal assembly. However, in the end, he still took a deep breath and applauded while holding back his emotions. April of this year, in a humble warehouse, under Song Long's serious expression, amidst the applause that's not very lively. At this moment, the company Fantastic Film was officially established. Wang Jingguo accepted his fate. At least these young people have dreams and vigor, and they're not like pyramid schemes. Moreover, I'm a poor man now. There's nothing to deceive. Maybe there still is hope for the future. Wang Jingguo comforted himself like this. However, at this time, huh? Old Wang? What's wrong? Is there no police station nearby? No? Why? Brother-in-law, why are you suddenly asking this question? Oh, that's fine. After Wang Jingguo looked at Song Lang's slightly worried eyes, his heart became uneasy again. Then, next, what I'm about to say is absolutely confidential. Our film name is registered as Our Youth, and from now on, our film has officially entered the creative stage. Words such as entrepreneurship, ride the wind and waves, bigger and stronger, and business strategy kept popping up in Song Lang's mouth. Very exciting. At the same time, the idea is very clear. The other three heard their blood, but Wang Jingguo looked around. Finally, he touched the phone subconsciously. I don't know how long it took, but I still didn't press the 110. That's the phone number for 911 or the police. But this, what's it? 311, I think, is the one in England. Or is that? I know that's the road and something. The siren sounded suddenly again. Wang Jingguo, it's 116? Okay, England, Canada, US. Wang Jingguo was taken aback. Why didn't I call the police? But I didn't call the police. Sometime later. Why is it you again? I don't know why it's me again, and I don't want to. Tell me, what were you doing yesterday? Once again. Do you want to do it again tomorrow? Are you going to treat the police station as your home? Miss, or Xiaojie, can I say, I was just giving a speech when our company opened, and to arrange work for my brothers. Can you talk properly? Yesterday I received a report, and today I received another one. The uncle of the neighborhood said that you were sneaking around in suits and shoes, and you don't like good people. Am I not a good person like this? Forget it. Let's make a police report, and you can go back. You better find a better place for your office. Don't you know there's a lot of pyramid schemes recently? Many people in this area have been deceived. I don't know. I'm just as helpless as well. Okay, okay. If you're reporting in the future, call me in advance. I'll explain it to them. Oh, thank you, sister. Wait, wait, miss. I suddenly feel like you can have a role in my movie. Well, miss, I think you have a really good temperament. A person who's also beautiful and young, wearing glasses like a high school student. If the hair's changed a little, it may be a little bit better and more youthful. Miss? Question marks. It's noon in the police station, interrogation room. Sung Long pushed his glasses and then said these words under the stunned gaze of the policewoman Cheng Anruo. Where is it? 听饱了. It's gonna be here. 眼睛,女警察,长安, something like that. 女警,长安若. The two auxiliary policemen next to them were stunned. Assistant policemen, basically, and almost choked. They stared closely at the honest Sung Long. They suddenly felt that this guy Sung Long really wanted to pay attention. Did he really pull someone from their police station? Well, that's chapter 20, a very unique chapter. And it's gonna get exciting from there.